I am a mood reader.
Maybe I'm just falling back in love with contemporary romances.
It's just so heartwarming.
With how extremely busy I was, the fact that I managed to finish like 2 whole books in this week was a huge feat. Okay. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Madhu, aka your chaotic book mom. The week is upon us. Okay guys, today is Monday. Okay, coming Saturday is February 14th, the Valentine's Day. It is the month of love. It is the week of gift giving, chocolates eating, and lots of plans. Okay, Valentine's Day falls on a Saturday. Okay, so I have big plans as well. But before all of my plans, I do have 5 full days. Okay, the weekdays. Okay, from Monday till Friday, I don't have any plans. So what have I decided to do? I have decided to read all the contemporary romances mainly on my TBR. Okay, I did not finish my December TBR. Okay, December month was a very busy month for me and I got sick, so I dropped my TBR. Okay, January month TBR, I still haven't finished the contemporary romance book that I started. I started the book, guys, but I still haven't finished the book. So I do have romance books on my February TBR as well, because we did pick a lot of romance centric books for February. So what is my plan? Okay guys, what is my plan? My plan is to read all of the romance books on my monthly TBR. Okay, that I picked from my TBR jar picks prompts video that I still haven't read. Okay, I will be reading from Monday till Friday, and I am planning to post this video on Valentine's Day, on Saturday. Okay, hopefully I get the time to read some books, edit and post this video as well on Valentine's Day. So without further ado, I want to start talking about the TBR we have for this week's reading plan. Okay, now let's go. Let's start from the past year December TBR that I failed to read. Okay, so we had Revolve by Bal Khabra. This was the TBR prompt. Your friends pick your read for that month. We failed to read from our December TBR picks. So this is book number 1 on our February Valentine's week romance book reading vlog, kind of a TBR. Now coming to the January TBR pick book that I started but did not finish, we have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. So we picked this book, I don't know for what, maybe a popular book or something Bookstagram recommended. I'm not sure for what prompt we picked this book. This was on our January TBR. So this is a romance between a radio show host and someone who calls the radio show, and unexpectedly they go viral and they have to work together to, sort of save the radio show. I started listening to this book on audio. Okay, I think I am not a fan of the narration so far, so that's why I kept it back down. I did not continue. I'm not sure where I am, maybe 1.5 hours into the audiobook. I don't know how many chapters or pages that is. I did not do the math yet. So we have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison on our TBR for this Valentine's week as well. So from this month's TBR, we have these 2 books. Okay. So from our February TBR, we have these 2 books that we picked. We have Book Lovers by Emily Henry and The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Because I feel like we should include our February TBR in this video, I am including The House in the Cerulean Sea as well. This is not technically a contemporary romance, but it does have some magical realism element to it, and it is also considered a romance book. So we are going to consider this book for this reading vlog as well. And because I have the audiobook for this book, so I'm definitely including this on our TBR. And this Book Lovers by Emily Henry, this is my first Emily Henry book that I'm going to be reading in the month of February, and it is a love story between a cutthroat literary agent at the top of her game and an editor with a gift for creating bestsellers. I am so excited to see how this story is going to go. It might have some, workplace animosity, enemies to lovers kind of a situation, but I don't know how I will like Emily Henry's writing style. So that I'm very interested to see how that goes, because I do have other books by her. So book number 3 we have is Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and book number 4 is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klum. So we have 4 books on our TBR so far. Let me just keep the already picked TBR over here. For now, this is our priority TBR for our Valentine's Day reading vlog week kind of a video. I don't know what I'm going to name this video yet, but I do know I want to read romance books, and I'm really excited to see how many books I can finish within this week, okay, before Valentine's Day. I am going to be very honest, okay? I am 54 pages into this book and it's amazing, okay? The writing is making me laugh. I love the main characters. I like that the start of the book was a bit emotional, and the bond the main characters shared was amazing. The daughter is amazing, and the ex-husband and his husband, like, everybody is a character, and I'm loving this book. I don't know how I would feel about the rest of the book, but so far, amazing time. It is the next day, okay? I am sitting here at 10:50 ignoring all life responsibilities and motherly duties, because this book is so bingeable. It is so adorable. I have been ignoring everything at my house, okay, and just reading this book. She gets stood up and she calls Aiden, okay, whatever the name is. That is our male main character, our MMC. She texts Aiden, okay, like, am I at the right place, because nobody is showing up, and he just runs to her mid shower, okay, his hair is wet. He just goes to her immediately. The minute she texts, like, I'm alone, he runs to her. And this scene just made me smile so hard, my cheeks are hurting. I'm not even halfway into this book, okay? I'm like this much. It is not even halfway. It is just before halfway point. And I'm really excited to see how their relationship is going to progress, okay? I love them so much. She is our FMC. She is such a character, okay? I love her so much. I relate to her so much, and I just love their weird little family, okay? I love the daughter Maya. She is adorable. She keeps telling him what she wants with her life, with her love life basically, and she's like, you can ignore me, and he just replied with, it is impossible to ignore you. Maybe I'm just falling back in love with contemporary romances. He is like,
I like a woman who can toss me around. And she is like, I thought we talked about the flirting thing. And he is like, yeah, I know. I'll be on my best behavior from here on out. This is so cute. This adorableness, I cannot handle this. Okay? And the guy's name is Oliver. Oliver, this might be the strangest date I've ever been on. A laugh bursts out of him, for me too. But also one of the best. His smile is warm. Yeah, me too. I will not spoil anything on what happened in this date, but things were revealed and certain revelations were made, and I cannot wait for those revelations to, you know, tumble down, make a snowball effect. I am going to stop myself now. I am on page 248. I do have to go out now. I cannot be ignoring my life anymore. So I am more than halfway into this book. This is amazing. I am going to binge this book whenever I have time, and I will probably finish this book today. And if I do, you guys would be hearing all about it. Okay?
Excuse me while I go melt into a puddle. I just finished First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, and it is a 5-star film. Guys, I'm getting all the 5-star feelings, okay? I'm riding the 5-star high after finishing this book. I just finished the last epilogue. I don't know what the author put inside this book. It is definitely some addictive crack. So yeah, I am addicted. I could not stop smiling while I was reading this book. Okay, this book made me laugh, giggle, kick my feet. It gave me all kinds of emotional butterflies in my stomach, and I still haven't stopped smiling. Can you guys see? My cheeks hurt. Okay, my cheeks hurt after finishing this book. So yeah, this book definitely 5-star. Okay, we are starting this video strong. We have a first 5-star of this video. It is not exactly the first 5-star of the month or the year, but it is still a 5-star. I'll take my win when I can. Okay, what do I think about this book? Okay, sit down, buckle up. I'm going to talk about this book. Okay, this book follows our two main characters, Aiden and Lucy. Okay, Lucy is a single mom, and she, along with her ex-husband and his husband and her daughter, they have a very harmonious relationship. Okay, they are besties and they always have each other's back, and their relationship is amazing, perfect. One day, her daughter Maya calls a radio show for romance hotline show kind of a thing, and the host, our MMC Aiden, he answers, and things progress from there. The clip from that radio show, it goes viral. Okay, so that gives our main characters an opportunity to host the video show together. Okay, so basically the radio show is trying to match Lucy up with potential candidates so that she can find her magic and she can find her love. Okay, so that is the premise of the story, and from the start, the emotional aspect of both the main characters and the story, it is very heartwarming. I really love Lucy as our female main character. She is shy, she is very reserved, and she doesn't want to get hurt and put herself out there because she lost her childhood when she had her baby very young, and there are a lot of things that happens in her life that makes her very skeptical towards dipping her toes into the dating life. And with this kind of an FMC, we have our MMC who is very skeptical of this concept of love because he has seen people break down and lose themselves because they love someone else so much. So the contrast between our two main characters is very nice, but they also complement each other so well. Okay, the interactions between Lucy and Aiden, like, it was amazing. Okay, every time they sat in that radio booth, hosting the Baltimore Heartstrings, the radio show. It was so cute, it was adorable, it was so bingeable. I finished this book in like 1.5 days. Okay, it is a physical book. Okay, I ignored my responsibilities in my home and just sat down and binged this book today. Okay, yesterday I read around like 180 pages, and this is not a small book. Okay, I think this book has like 400 something. Wait, let me guys give you the actual page number. This book has 420 pages, and I binged this physical book in like 1.5 days. Okay, adorable, loved it. I loved the main characters. I loved Grayson's personality, especially. I loved Lou and Aiden together, even though there was no third act breakup kind of a scene. I felt like the issue that these two shared towards the end felt real. It felt realistic. I could relate to the problem both of main characters had and the way they resolved everything together. I do feel like we could have gotten more insights or background Lou's parents. So I was sad because we did not get closure from that area. But other than that, the only complaint I have for this book is the epilogue was too short. Okay, it was only 3.5 pages and I wanted more. Okay, I wanted more interactions of Aiden and Maya, Aiden and Grayson, and Patty and Jackson. So yeah, those are the things that I missed, but we cannot fault the author. These are just my expectations. Overall, my thoughts, 5 stars. Okay, absolutely deserving of its praise. I saw people rate this book 5 star. Okay, everybody I know rated this 5 star, and I was like, like how could a contemporary romance be so popular and so worth it at the same time? You get what I'm saying? But this book gave me all kinds of feels. Okay, I don't care if I change my mind later. Okay, this gave me butterflies, this made me smile, this gave me the feels. Okay, so just for that reason alone, it is getting the vibe 5 stars. Okay, now that we have ignored our responsibilities for 1.5 days and just sat and read First Time Caller, I need to go catch up on all the chores that I have missed. Okay, or it would become a pain in the ass for me tomorrow. So now what I plan to do is, the next book I'm going to pick up is going to be something I have available as an audiobook. Okay, so let me go peruse my audiobook apps and see what books I have available right now. Okay guys, I just checked my audiobook apps. While I do have hold on Book Lovers, it is saying it is going to be a 3 weeks wait time. So I don't think I would be listening to Book Lovers right now, but I do have the audiobook for The House in the Cerulean Sea. Okay, so I think since the book is already on our February TBR, it is basically a magical realism, a comfort kind of a romance. So I am going to start listening to The House in the Cerulean Sea and do my chores around the house. And when I finish all of them, I'll come back, and if I want to add some tabs, I do have the physical copy with me as well. So that is the plan for now. So for this video, we are going to be reading our second book, The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. But I am going to be listening to the audiobook for it right now. Okay?
House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Read for you by Daniel Henning.
I am going to put my headphones on, start listening to The House in the Cerulean Sea. With the amount of work I have left pending today, I think I'll do some 2 to 3 hours of audiobook reading today. So yeah, I'll go listen to my audiobook and do chores around the house, and I'll give you guys my thoughts whenever I have time in between.
Look at what we made. Thank you. One. Oh.
I am 45-ish minutes into the audiobook. I'm on chapter 4 and I've done some of my chores around the house. But so far, we only have some kind of introduction to the book, the main character. So, nothing much is going on with the book right now. So, I'm going to go continue my chores and I'll come give you guys some updates when I'm like maybe halfway into the book. So I have been listening to the audiobook for around 1.5 hours. It is a very slow start. Okay, we get a lot of introduction about the company that he is working for and the magical elements and how he views his job in a way, and he is very particular about his job, okay, and how he thinks he helps with the children and everything else. He has very upright morals, and that lands him in kind of a trouble. Okay, so now Linus Baker has a kind of a mundane life I kind of relate to, which has its own charm, I guess. But so far, I really like his character. He is very adorable in a way. He is very relatable, and some of his conversations with other people, they are adorable. But I also feel bad for Linus right now. So we have an introduction to our second male character, which is Arthur, but we haven't met the person actually. So let's see how that goes. I am very interested in seeing how Linus will cope up with all the difference of opinions that are going to come up in this story, because I am feeling quite optimistic. I am expecting a lot more character arcs, and the writing, I really like it. It's very whimsical, it is very magical, the kind of setting the author has done for this story, the setup. I'm loving the audiobook. The narrator is doing a really good job. Now I'm going to go prepare dinner. I think that will take me like an hour or so. So I'm going to continue listening to the audiobook. So yeah, that's my thoughts so far. Guys, I am back after listening to the book for a long time. I'm on page 195. I don't know how many hours I have listened to, but the entire book I am going to listen to in audio, okay, because I love the narration and the voice is somehow soothing and emotional. Does it make any sense? I don't know if a narrator's voice can be soothing and emotional, but it is. This book is healing me in a way. So this is making me feel all kinds of happy, and it's kind of making me feel a certain way. Okay, the interactions Linus has with all the other kids in the orphanage, it's just so heartwarming, and the interactions between Linus and Arthur, just it's making me blush, but not in a way I'm like, oh, I'm not blushing with giddiness. I'm blushing with the amount of trust they are earning with each other. I'm blushing by the way they, are healing each other with certain glances, certain conversations. They always have very open conversations with each other, and they are always amenable to changing their opinions about something they always perceived as one thing. Okay, so that is giving me all kinds of feelings. Okay, I love the relationship that our main two characters have in this book, and all the kids, they are a menace, okay, but they are such adorable menaces that I cannot fault them. Okay, Linus is being amazing with the kids, and I can see the characters falling in love. Okay, I can see myself being there and watching them falling in love with the kids, with the orphanage, with the place, with the sea, everything. Okay, so that is a very different feeling from what I read, okay, in First Time Caller. While First Time Caller made me giddy with the romance the two characters had, this book is making me feel giddy with the kind of found family, the friendship, and the kind of, how do you say this, the kind of attention and validation our main character never had. It is kind of given to him, and he is in a position where he can give that kind of a validation, that kind of a love that he missed, or the kids are missing to them. So that is a very different kind of giddy love feeling I'm feeling with this book. So it is difficult to describe, but I am loving this book. I don't know if it would be a 5-star book. It is kind of slow paced, but I feel like that fits the story and the characters really well. I'm almost halfway through the book and I will go continue listening to the book while I do other things around the house. So I do not want to pick up this book physically, but I did manage to sit down yesterday night and transfer all the tabs I had bookmarked on my audiobook app. So I do plan to annotate this book because some of the quotes or conversations these people have, they are like, it's heartwarming and it's kind of, you know, opening my eyes to certain things that I did not imagine myself going through. So I'm really loving the vibe. While I love this book, I do have some reservations as well. So let's see how that goes. I am going to finish listening to the audiobook and I will pick up my next book immediately, okay, because I have a lot of hours in me now to do some chores and things around the house, and while I have some time, I am planning to pick up my third book for this video, which is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Okay, this is the plan. I want to finish The House in the Cerulean Sea today, and if time permits, I would start the Book Lovers by Emily Henry immediately. Guys, I have been listening to this book for a while now. I am on page 298, okay? I need to share this conversation with you guys, okay? So, I don't want to spoil anything, but Arthur and Linus, they are having a conversation, and after meeting him, basically Arthur and the kids and the change in location and everything else, he's, you know, started to change his way of thinking and his way of perceiving the world that is so different from how he did before. People can present themselves as being one way, and once you're sure you know them, once you're sure you're found what you're looking for, they reveal themselves for who they really are. He used me, I think, to get him what he wanted, where he wanted. Arthur rubbed his hands together. I was younger, then enamored, foolish. Though you wouldn't have been able to convince me. I thought it was love. I can see now it wasn't. So this is basically Arthur talking to Linus about how his younger self felt this certain way with the extremely upper management. Every time I say that word, it makes me laugh. Okay, who sent Linus to this orphanage so that he can mess with the kids and Arthur in a way? So I did not like that one bit, but he said this was an experiment, Linus blurted, to see if someone like you would. Arthur arched an eyebrow. Someone like me, you know what I mean? Then why can't you say it? Linus's chest hitched. A magical creature. I stopped everything, okay? I stopped everything, screamed, and immediately came here to film this reaction, okay? Perhaps the rarest of them all, apparently. Say it, please. Let me hear you say it. I want to hear it from you. This is basically Arthur begging, okay? This is not like a huge deal, okay, with respect to the actual plot, okay? They are talking about so many other things, but the fact, like, these two had this kind of a conversation in between all the dire, heart-warming, heart-wrenching discussion about their past and everything else. This just felt like the kind of love that is very silent but strong and kind of like a backbone, a pillar. So that it just gave me something, okay? It just tugged at my heartstrings, and I had to come share this conversation with you guys, okay? So The Valentine week is almost over. Today is the Friday. It is almost 7 p.m. in the evening. I want to wind up this video so that I can edit this video before Valentine's Day tomorrow. Okay, I had a pretty ambitious TBR. Okay, for this week, I knew I was going to be busy this week because there are a lot of other things happening in my home, but I did manage to finish 2 whole books and then I started the third book. Okay, I am 100 maybe 100 pages into the third book. Okay, now what did we think about the second book we read? Okay, I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea. My dust jacket is behind me. Let me just grab that because I would like you guys to see the book covers of the books that I finished. Okay, and it is a very pretty cover as well. I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea a couple of hours back. Okay, so I did manage to finish the whole book on audio. While I do have some annotations so far, I am yet to do all the other remaining pages. Okay, I will do it whenever I have time this weekend. Okay, that is not a number one priority. Now, what did I think about this book? This book felt like a warm hug when you are not expecting it. Okay, I thought this was going to be a kind of a romance story between our two main characters. Okay, but I was pleasantly surprised that it was not so. While there is a romance subplot between our two main characters, it is not on page. Okay, it is not explicit. There is no like interactions of them getting to know each other romantically or anything like that. This book basically was the visual or the written representation of lost people who is lacking in love, family, affection, anything else. Okay, finding love, family and affection. It was so heartwarming. I teared up at times when the children in the orphanage, they bonded so well with Linus, and the way Linus talked about everything, the kids, how passionate he was about how he loved the kids, like it was everything. Okay, for these kids, that kind of love from an adult figure, it was so needed. While Arthur was very loving and he was always there for the children, the love Linus gave them, the silent love, the kind of love that is present but is not present, you know what I'm saying? And I get why people absolutely love this book. Okay, while I did have different expectations on what this book was going to be, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought the kind of familial love and the kind of bond these people shared and the found family aspect of it was so well done that the romantic love between our main characters, it was not even needed. Okay, I found that the love story between the children and Linus and children and Arthur and any adult that was present in this story, especially Zoe and Helen. Okay, every adult, it was amazing. Okay, I felt like they needed the love each other shared with each other. Like it was not like they were lacking, it was more like a bunch of puzzle pieces fit together so well that they completed each other. Okay, that is the kind of vibe I got. Okay, it was so heartwarming, it healed me. Linus Baker was a gem. Okay, he was a sweetheart, and although I wish we had more Linus Arthur interactions in this book, I can understand why the author mainly focused on the children, the orphanage and Linus and his character development, etc. And all the characters in this book were so cute, so adorable. I just want to give them a very long hug. Okay, the kind of hug that heals you. So yeah, that is what I think about this book. I know I was not feeling the 5-star vibes. Okay, I don't think this is like the 5-star book, this like changed my life or anything like that. It silently and slowly in its slow pace made me feel very good. You know, it made me happy, it made me content. So that's the feeling I'm getting from this book. It is not a 4-star book, okay? I am going to settle for a 4.5 stars for this book because I felt like we could have had more Arthur Linus content, because towards the end of the book we do get their union, but I wanted more. I wished for more. So yeah, I'm going to give The House in the Cerulean Sea 4.5 stars. Book number 2 is done. Okay, once I finished listening to The House in the Cerulean Sea audiobook, I did manage to pick the physical book for book lovers by Emily Henry up. I managed to finish. Let me just see. How much did I read? I marked the page. Okay, I managed to read 104 pages of book Lovers by Emily Henry. Okay, I really like the writing style. The writing style is very fun. It is very conversational, and I'm liking our main characters. Okay, I do not get the 5-star vibes so far, but I like the writing style. So I might end up binging this book this weekend, or I might take time with this book as well. I did not find the audiobook anywhere on my apps, but I don't know how the narration would be. Maybe I can peruse some more. My library hold is still not available to me yet, so I cannot listen to the audiobook for this one right now. I'm loving it. Okay, Nora is a literary agent and Charlie is an editor. So they have a very rocky start, and things happen and they are forced to be in a place together. So I'm liking where this is going, but I don't think it is anything extraordinary. I don't get that feeling, I don't get that vibe. So yeah, that is what I'm feeling for book lovers right now. I did want to finish like 3 books together, but there was no time, and I don't want to force myself to finish a book and sacrifice my sleep over it. So I'm going to stop right now, but I'm very happy because I did manage to finish 2 books. These 3 are the books I picked up this week for our Valentine's week reading vlog. I finished The First Time Caller. I rated it a 5 stars. It was such a vibes. I loved the main characters so much. I also finished The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I am rating it a 4.5 stars. I've started reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry and I am 104 pages in. So yeah, that is my reading week. I think I had a pretty good reading week, okay? With how extremely busy I was, the fact that I managed to finish like 2 whole books in this week was a huge feat, okay? So I'm very happy with what I did this time. I hope you guys like my very chaotic reading vlog of me reading some contemporary and some romance books for this Valentine's week, and hopefully I can edit this video on time and post it on Valentine's Day. If I cannot, then I'm not going to force myself, okay? I had a plan to post this on Valentine's Day, okay, February 14th, but if I cannot, I would post it on February 15th, okay? I do not want to force myself. So yeah, that is all for this video, guys. I hope you had a great time watching me read this book. I did find a 5 star, so that is a plus, and I am going to be on the lookout for more contemporary romances that are more hard-hitting, soul-touching, kind of like that. But if you have some recommendations for authors, books or series, please do let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys already saw my contemporary romances for my 2026 TBR, I did manage to finish 2 from that list. So I'm on a great track, okay? So I hope you guys loved this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and hit on that notification bell, because you will be notified when I post my next video, okay? I have so much planned and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. I hope to see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.